Okay, with Kevin Byrnes, the Cupcake Chronicles, Volume 2, the Cupcake Ghost Shop. I'm assuming there's a Volume 1. You're the writer, director, producer of the
There
of
is,
the of the film. Tell us what
yeah.
the Cupcake Chronicles are all about.
Well, it's a trilogy. I made three. I'm in the process of editing the third one with my brother. This is my brother Brit right here.
Brit
Hi, how you doing?
Byrnes.
Yes,
Yep.
Wasn't there a
and
baseball player named Brit Byrnes back in the day?
Yes, played with the White Sox. That's
Yeah, there
not
you
me.
go. Yeah, he was a good pitcher. I think he like pitched like he was close. He had like a 20 game winner one year, I think, back in the day.
Yeah, he was good. And I think the Yankees got him as a free agent, and he didn't really do much when he went to the
Yeah.
Yanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm just here
That's
to
not
see
you
what's
though,
going
right?
on.
You're not Brit Byrnes, the pitcher?
No,
Okay.
nope, not at all. Unfortunately, don't have that kind of money on me.
Hey,
don't,
they, they
don't get
they
us
played in
started
the 80s.
talking.
I don't think he's got money now. That was a different
Yeah,
era.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Who knows? Well, anyway,
Don't get us started talking baseball because we'll go hours here.
I'm
I'm
a
telling you.
diehard Jays fan. I'm from Toronto, right? So
Uh-oh.
we're just saying we're rooting for the Jays. So there
Yeah,
you go. Yeah,
yeah.
you
yeah.
guys are from New York, though. How could you like? I could never vote for the Yankees. Never in a million
Oh,
years.
I can't either. That's why I'm
Okay.
going for the
Oh,
Jays.
you guys
Yeah.
Mets fans?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sadly, yes.
Uh, I
Yeah.
went up last year to Toronto, caught the Yankees playing the Jays. Unfortunately, you guys lost, but hey, it was a good game to watch.
But who's in the
Got to
series
see the
though
root
this
for it.
year?
Yeah.
Well, I'm rooting for you. I mean, I want them to
I,
win.
as we're doing this podcast, the series is tied to Game Five. I'm actually going to the viewing party tonight with my kids. You know
Nice.
where they go to the stadium and you watch the game
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
stadium. Yeah. So my kids are into it now, and then Game 6 will be on Halloween. So there we go.
that's good. That's good.
Nice.
Okay, let's
So,
talk about the Cupcake Chronicles.
yeah, to answer your question, the Cupcake Shop Chronicles are basically a trilogy of films that all three films, every single scene takes place entirely in the cupcake shop. Um, the reason for that was just practicality. My wife owns a cupcake shop, so I worked there with her, and we put in a lot of hours. And with me wanting to make a movie all the time, I said, well, how am I going to be able to make a movie while I'm at the cupcake shop for 60 hours a week? And we just decided, hey, let's shoot here when we close. So whenever we closed, I put up black tarps on the outside of the windows and gather up people and make a film.
That's so cool. So how's I like so the aesthetic of the Cupcake Shop, that's what you didn't change much? That is the
I
Cupcake Shop?
That is the cupcake shop. Right now, it's Halloween here, and the cupcake shop is decorated pretty much like you see it in the movie. Yeah, volume two. Yeah,
And where is the Cupcake Shop in the real world?
it's caked up in New City, New York.
Okay. It's called Caked Up.
Yep, caked up.
Where's
Check
New
them out on
City? Where's New
Instagram.
City, New York?
It's about a half hour uh, north of the Manhattan, I would say.
Okay. So like,
Yeah.
okay, so you're going near Connecticut, I guess, and turning left.
No, you just
No.
go right over to George Washington
Okay.
Bridge and travel a half hour, and you're there.
Okay, cool. So it's like the suburbs of New York City then.
Yes.
Okay. How's business?
Right now, it's very good. It's our busy time. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make sure I check it out. I love the good cupcake.
Check
Yeah.
them out on Instagram. You'll get to see a
I will
lot
for
taped
sure.
up.
Okay, so you wanted to always wanted did you make a movie before this series or
Yes, I made several actually
okay.
before this
Yeah.
series.
Okay.
And the one before that, I was making while I was working at the cupcake shop, but it was filmed upstairs. And it was just out of practicality again. I'd said, all right, I have one night to shoot a movie. And that's what I did. I just shot a movie upstairs in the shop. And then before that, when I wasn't working at the shop, I had more freedom to get out and shoot in locations. And I did that as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so what's the premise of the cupcake shop? Because your synopsis is pretty. brief. It's not really what the film was about,
Well, you're talking about the synopsis of volume two?
or just the synopsis of the series in general. What's the premise?
Well, the premise is that I wanted to show a different story in each episode. So you don't have to watch volume one to watch volume two, or see volumes one or two to watch volume three. And they're all different themes. The first one was more of a romantic comedy, and this one, volume two, is more of like a semi-serious slash comedy about a ghost in the cupcake shop. And then the third one will be about the cupcake shop being able to sell CBD cupcakes, marijuana infused cupcakes, because it'll become legal to sell them. So that's what that one's about.
That seems like a pretty good business idea, though. Are you guys doing that at your cupcake shop?
Well, we are going to be starting that. Yeah,
Okay,
we have started it. Yes, but now we're going to expand on that. Yes.
gotcha.
Just yeah.
So you cook the marijuana in the baking, and it gives you a high, I guess, if you eat it.
Yeah. It's right now it's CBD, but in my movie I'm saying it's marijuana, so I'm taking some liberties. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows what CBD is. Everybody knows what pot is, right? So,
Exactly.
okay. So tone-wise, what's the tone of this series? Like, what are we like? It's some of it's funny. Like, what are we supposed to be
Yeah.
laughing? Yeah.
Yes. I would say the tone on all three throughout is more lighthearted comedy. And I wanted to inject some seriousness into it as well. I think I did that in volume one in a more romantic type of way. And in volume two, I made it more of a family thing, like a family relationship that turns serious. So that's, yeah. And then the third one too, it's all about relationships. There's comedy, but it's about relationships too. Yeah.
And then your brother is the producer, and he said you're the editor as well.
I'm one of the producers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. My other producer, Sue Kessler, couldn't be here. She wasn't available,
But
and
she's in the film. She's the star of the film, right?
she is everything. She's the producer, she's the star, she's the editor, and she was so invaluable with the cinematography too. She's so generous. She had equipment that she brought. She didn't have to do it, and she brought her camera and her sound to help us with make this go faster, because now we had two cameras and we could do two shoots, two cameras on one scene. So she was invaluable. And then that was the first time I worked with her. And then after that experience, I said, listen, we're doing another film together. And we did. So she's the producer and the star of volume three as well. Yeah.
So, okay, so then did you write all three of them like before you
I,
started filming?
yes. Yeah. I like to be very prepared when I film. I want to have a written script that I'd like to adhere to for myself. But I always tell my actors, I said, listen, once we film what's on the page, we're going to give you a take, and you feel free. This is your take. Go with it. And they would say to me, well, can I do that? I said, listen, don't tell me what you're going to do. This is your scene. Just do it. And that's was fantastic. It really worked. And a lot of those scenes we used in the actual movie, and that's what I really like about making movies, the production of it, when I'm in there and I get to work with my actors and even deal with the problems that come up in the production. I like the whole aspect of that. That's what excites me the most about filming.
So you like production the most then?
Production the most. Yeah, I love being on set, and I love working with the actors and and I love seeing my words come to life too. Yeah, it's exciting.
But you give them liberties, like they can improv, and but that
Yes.
that that makes sometimes for difficulties in editing.
Um, it does, but I think I'd rather get a good performance and not and it doesn't mesh well editing wise, as opposed to having it mesh, fluently from one cut to the next, and then the performance isn't as good. So I'll take the better performance over everything else.
And then in terms of like picking your shots and like do you have a shot list? Do you storyboard anything? So you obviously you must know this location better than anybody because you work there, right? It's your wife's business.
Yes, and I do storyboard everything, every single shot. We come in the morning, and my cinematographers know what shots we're doing. We go through it, and then my actors get ready, and my cinematographers set up the cameras and the lights, and then we shoot it. But yeah, everything's storyboarded, and we have it planned out the night before, what shots we want to get in. With volume two, there was like 180 shots, and I had 8 days to shoot. So it was on Sundays and Mondays because that's when we're closed. And we would just crank it out, and we wouldn't stop until all the shots were gotten for that day, and a credit to my cast and my crew that they were game. They were game for it. So it was good.
You have a lot of long shots in the film, right? Like you do like a lot of long takes.
I like to work that way. Yeah. When I shoot, when I write, I keep that in mind that, listen, if I can get it in one long take, it's going to save me time. And that's what we do. So most of the scenes were shot continuously. And then if we had time, then we'd pull in and get some like two shots or close-ups or things like that. And then when it came time to editing, I would say, all right, let's just go with the master shot and see how that plays. And then Sue, who edited it, said, listen, I like it, but I think we can just punch it in a little bit. And I agreed with her, and it worked out best. She's been editing for a while, and I like how it came out. So I was happy with that process.
So tell me about running out the rest of the cast besides Sue. Where did you find them?
Backstage, and because I had a lot of time restrictions, I would basically talk with them, and they would send me their reels. And if I liked their reels, then I would send them a script, a page or two of the script, and say, would you mind just performing this for me, sending it back to me? And they all did. And if I liked what I saw there, then I invited them to the cupcake shop just to talk, just one-on-one while we're open. They get to see the cupcake shop and how it operates, get to meet my wife. And if we got along, I would tell them, listen, I'd hand them the script and say, listen, you're this part. And they were happy. I didn't do a lot of auditioning, personal auditioning, where you have a lot of people in one room and all right, next, because I didn't have the time. And sending the reels really helped because I got to see them act from my words.
Yeah.
And I think the final product shows that it was a good process, at least for me, that I think they did a phenomenal job as far as performing in the movie. I was so happy with it.
Are the same actors in all three movies?
I tried to, yes. Like Sue will be playing a different part in volume three, and then Nikki is in the third one as a different character. But the only character who stays the same throughout and is in all three is Paul, the owner. He plays himself. His name is Paul. His name is Paul in real life, and he's the owner in all three movies. And he's the one that is the through line, character wise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So basically, you did this 3-part series, and then you just kind of sending it out to the world, trying to get reactions. Are they all done?
Yeah.
All three of them done?
The third one is in the process of being edited right now.
Okay.
Yeah, should be done, I'm going to say, in maybe 6 months or so. That's what I'm hoping. We're in the process of doing it. It's taking us a while just because time restrictions and work. I don't have a lot.
And your wife supports you doing this?
She does. Yes, she does. She's happy that I'm doing it, and she's happier that the cupcake shop is being seen.
Because I guess it promotes the cupcake shop as well, too, right?
Yeah, it does.
So what would you say would be the biggest conflict making these films, like the biggest struggles?
I would say probably for me, the post-production, only because it takes so much time and I don't have a lot of time. And it's just, I just like to be able to work on it more, and I can't. That's the thing, I would say.
It's a finessing. It's like that's how the film comes together, right? So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
cool. So what's next for you after this series, after the things edited? Are you gonna make more movies?
I'd like to, definitely. I'm always thinking about a way to make a movie as quickly and efficiently as possible without spending a lot of money, in any way possible. There's a movie called La Jetée that is filmed by using all photographs except for one shot. And that sticks in my head a lot. I would love to make a movie like that, just using all photographs, and I think it would be efficient for me to do something like that just because, of my time constraints and the money aspect of it. Yeah.
So Brit, how did you come aboard?
Well, with Kevin's first films, I was the editor. I've been in marketing for years, and I did a lot of going back 20 years ago, started with iMovie on a Mac doing things for work. And Kevin knew that. He goes, "Hey, can you edit my film?" I said, "Sure," a little bit longer than what I usually do. But I've done that. And I've also, like I said, done marketing. I helped with the the websites, the postings onto Backstage,
Yeah.
anything, a little bit of post-production, pre-production, a little bit of post-production. I don't really do much during the actual production. So, and I do like the editing process too. That's more my thing. I like that. It's like a big puzzle you have to kind
Yeah.
of put together. So, but I was glad Sue did the last one because she did a great job on it. It was like impressive to me to watch it. I was like, whoa, that was good.
So did your brother pitch you on the idea of of being part of the independent film, making an independent movie?
Yeah. Going back to his first movie, he was like, you can edit this for me when it's done. And I said, yeah. I mean, I was editing things for work, like how-to videos that were 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And I forget how long the first movie was, maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I can do 20 minutes. And I did. So,
He's always on board too. Whenever I ask him anything, he's on board.
Yeah.
Older brother, younger brother?
Older.
Yep.
Yes. I'm the baby.
Any other siblings?
Yeah, I have my brother Brit and my oldest brother is Charles.
Okay. He's not interested though in the film business?
No, he's very much he's the engineer in the family, very much along those lines,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that seems pretty cool that what you did, you kind of make this series together. Like, what are your plans for? What are your hopes for it, I guess?
For the series in general, I would love to see this movie in particular taken, maybe even remade and just become a Halloween staple, that's shown every year, As far as the trilogy of movies, I would like to see it maybe turn into a TV show where, it's everything's seen from a cupcake shop, just like a sitcom. I do have something written for a full length movie, it's 2 hours. It would be volume four. It's tentatively called Love, Sex, Death, and Ghosts. That's what it's called. So I would love to film that someday.
Gotcha. Well, it seems pretty cool. So let me ask you guys a question, because since you're both here, what movie have you watched the most times in your life?
Oh, um, well, I would have to say it's a toss up between either Godfather or Goodfellas. And yeah, they're both monster movies, but I think why that is because both movies, if I'm flicking channels and either of those movies come on, I'm done flicking channels. I'm watching that movie to the end. So I think those are the two movies for me.
I'd have to say, like, taking away when I was a kid and you watched The Wizard of Oz constantly,
Yeah.
but more as an adult with a choice. Yeah, probably Goodfellas. I've watched a lot because gone over to people's house and they like it. And one of the movies I love is Tarkovsky's Stalker. I don't know why I keep watching that movie.
That
I
makes
love
sense.
that movie.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, okay, so then next year you guys are still Mets fans, right? After this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Good question.
Yeah, good, yes. There's been bigger disappointments. There's
Yeah.
been larger
Yeah.
disappointments than this, believe me. But yes, we are.
It seems like a bad Marlins team's always like, you're like, I remember like 15 years ago, the bad Marlins teams brought you
Yes.
guys. Yeah. What's going on with that?
I don't know, but that last series with the Mets and they needed to win
Yeah.
those games, I said to my brother, I go, nope. And I said,
Yeah.
the Marlins kill the Mets every year, like not every year, but there's a history where the Marlins kill the Mets playoff hopes,
Yeah.
and they did it again this year.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I like that. Like, cause they like, it's such an interesting team because they should be better than what they are.
Yeah.
There's something, I don't know if it's a chemistry thing, but it's, of course, starting pitching, they got decimated, but they got
Yeah.
such great hitters and they got a good team. Like,
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. There's a missing piece there, I think. But this year, it was a lot had to do with the starting pitching. And
yeah,
we talked about at the beginning of the season because we're going, we got a reliever that's turned into a starter. Is he going to make it the whole way? And
yeah,
then we got somebody coming off of IR. Is he going to be able to pitch, 150 innings? So we thought with the guys coming that were injured at the beginning coming in late, that would make up for it. But then they bombed Montez and
yeah,
Montero.
yeah, they just were awful. It was like, so there was we just everybody says, like, I was reading something in New York Times today, did a poll, and the Met fans were like, their number one need is a number one ace. You got to
yeah,
go. That's what
Yeah.
everybody seems to think.
yeah, yeah.
Some
Well,
of the,
yeah, that's what every team needs, I guess, right? But yeah, the Mets they just need a good. I don't even know if it's number one ace. That's good for the playoffs, but you need starters who start, if that makes sense, who eat
Yeah.
in. Like if you look at the Blue Jays, they're in the World Series. Like there's many reasons why we're there, but all our five starting pitchers, well, 150 plus innings, nobody got hurt, and that's a
Yeah.
big thing, right? Like that's what you need. You need that consistency, right? And then, of course, in the playoffs, you need those guys that who are like going to step up and pitch 7 inning, 8 innings, right? So, but I love the I hate the Yankees so much because I'm like Blue Jays fan. I can't
yeah.
stand that team, so I root for the Mets like because of that. So,
Well, I think probably why too, like for years, like because around here, I don't really hate the Yankees, but the Yankee fans just get pissed off at the Red Sox. So I kind of would root for the Red Sox, you know. I was like, okay, you
Well,
know.
after this year, I hope they're pissed off at the Blue Jays, right? So
Oh, yeah, I think they are.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
after the Vladdy, the Yankees lose, yeah.
I know some Yankee fans who are still pissed off at the Dodgers. So,
So they don't. They're not watching the World Series this year, then I guess.
Yeah,
Probably not. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because they don't know who to root for.
F
Yeah,
them.
they're like,
I can't stick F that team. Like you only successful if you win the World Series, assholes. Like, come on. Like this era, give me a break. All right, guys. And then you got Jeter and A-Rod, like shills for the Yankees, like in the Fox News. Give me a break. Come on.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's terrible.
It is there. All right, guys. Well, congratulations on the trilogy. That's huge that you were able to accomplish that. And let's talk again. Either we show another one of your trilogy films or another film in the future at our festival.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Matthew.
Matthew. It was a pleasure, Matthew.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Matthew.
Thank you. All right. Have a good day.